Welcome to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, and I am the Loner Ranger. What a glorious day to be out looking for property. And you know what? We got a lot of things to cover today because there's just a lot of stuff happening in the market right now. Well, this is a station, this is a program where you get the real deal, the real news. You're not getting none of this fake news stuff. It just doesn't happen on my show. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the market, what's happening to interest rates these days, what's happening to the housing market. Is it starting to slow down a bit? Is this a really good time to jump in? Is it too late to jump in? Is it too late to refinance? All these things and all these topics are questions that I'm going to answer for you. So let's get right down to business here. There's a few other things that we want to discuss today. What are appraisals doing right now? I mean, if you got a house right now that you're going to look at buying, would you possibly be paying over appraised value for that house? And is it worth it to do that? And then solar panels. Oh man, that's a hot button for me. I think solar panels could be awesome, but they're not. Not in my opinion. There's several reasons. I think they're overpriced. I think by the time you pay them off, they're ready to be replaced. And if you have to put a new roof on, how do you put a new roof on with solar panels? You got to get them removed and then you got to get them reinstalled again. Well, your roof's only good for 15 to 20 years. That's all it's good for. So you have to do that twice during the time frame that it's taking you to pay off the solar panels. That's not even my big issue with solar panels. When you get either a loan for solar panels or a lease for solar panels, you don't pay cash for the whole thing. If you do either one of those, a lease or a loan, the solar panel company will put a UTC lien against your property. Now, I'm finding a lot of these salespeople say, oh, it's not a real lien. It's just a soft lien. It's not. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Any lien on your property is a lien on your property and affects your loan to value. So I just want to put this in perspective. Let's just say you got a $25,000 UTC lien on your property because you owe the solar panel company $25,000. Okay. Now you go to sell that house and that new buyer has to assume that solar panel loan. Well, are you going to get $25,000 more for your house because you got solar panels? No. You're not. Matter of fact, you're probably only going to get $3,000 or $4,000 in value for the solar panels if you get anything, because the appraiser has to comp your house with other properties that have solar panels that have sold within the last 3 months and within 1 mile of your property. How many of those do you think are around? Not that many. So they can't give you value for something that they can't make an adjustment to on the other properties. Not to mention, if you come to me to refinance or anybody to refinance, it changes the loan to value. And when you change your loan to value because you've got this extra lien on your property, it can change your interest rate. So there's a lot of negative things that I find with solar panels right now. Now, on the other hand, I like what solar panels can do. I think they're energy saving. I'm all about being green. I'm not the most green guy you ever used. I use my fair share of carbon, but I will tell you something. I like the idea that we're moving in that direction. So I'm not one of these people that are anti-green. That's not me. I believe in doing as much as we can to save the planet. I'm just telling you that solar panels can be a real problem. If you have questions for me, or you're considering solar panels, or you're considering refinancing or buying a home that has solar panels on it, don't hesitate to give me a call. I can be reached at 407-706-3313. That's the Loner Ranger, 407-706-3313. Or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. Now, let's talk about the next topic we're talking about, and that's refinancing. Do you know that I read an article the other day that said that 81% of families that would benefit from refinancing their home have not refinanced their home yet. Well, that gives all of you an opportunity that have not refinanced to still refinance. Now, that being said, do you know that refinancing can be worth your while and it should be the right thing to do? But there are many of you that call me and I discourage from refinancing. So here's a couple of my rules for refinancing. And this applies to refinancing from a 30-year to another 30-year, a 15 to another 15, or a 20 to another 20. But it does not apply to refinancing from a 30-year to a 15-year. I hope you guys all stayed with me on that. The rule of thumb is that if you're doing what's called a rate and term refinance, that means you're not pulling money out to put new solar panels on or to pay off debt or to consolidate or to pull money out to buy another property. You're just refinancing the balance plus the closing costs. The lenders call that rate and term, okay, or no cash out refi. That's what it's called. Your best possible pricing is with no cash out, not cash out. Pull cash out, your pricing can be a little bit different on your interest rate. But having said that, there is a rule of thumb that I have, and that is that if you can't break even in 36 payments, you probably shouldn't be doing it. So I take the amount of money that I'm saving you per month, and I divide that by 36. If it meets 36, then that's going to work for you. So let me just put this in perspective. So we're refinancing a house, say it's $300,000, and it's costing you $6,000 to do that. And the payment is going to, let's just say, save you $250 a month. So cost of $6,000 divided by 250, that's a 24-month break-even period. That's a go. That's a go for me. But if it's only saving you $150, so $6,000 divided by $150, that's 40 months. Nope, not going to do it. Now, here's the problem. You guys are all calling these online companies. You see them on the news, you see them on the TV, the radio. They're blasting you guys. And you know what you're doing? You're refinancing with them, and then you come to me and you go, wow, man, this deal didn't seem as good as I thought it was. And I put it to the test. It doesn't meet the test. You shouldn't have done it. You should not do it. Don't get caught up in this. Choose a guy. Listen, I'm applying for the job. I'm the loan arranger. I'm a local business person. I've been here for 32 years. I've closed more than 10,000 transactions. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in the business. I live in your community. My kids go to school in your community. I want you to know that you can count on me for honest information. If it's the right thing to do, I'll tell you to do it. If it's the wrong thing to do, I'll tell you not to do anything. I'm not going to try to convince you to do a refinance or a purchase transaction when it's not in your best interest. That's not good, trusted advice. But you get these online companies, and they're all trained to sell you on doing something, and you're getting bad information. It's not the right thing to do. Call me. I'll tell you if it's the right thing to do. If it's the right thing to do, I'm going to encourage you to go forward. And many of you, it is the right thing to do. Like I had a client the other day, I was saving her $748 a month. Do you know that I must not be very good at my job because I could not convince her to do it? And then we're going to segue into the next topic, and then what have rates done? And we're going to talk about that when we come back from the next break. But I could not convince this client to refinance. She was like, oh, let me think about it. I'll think about it. I'm like, it was like her break-even period was like 3 months. It was crazy. It was a massive amount of savings. And yet she was not convinced to do it. Now, that moving into the next topic, what did rates do? Well, we've lost almost 200 basis points in the last 2 weeks. What do 200 basis points mean to you? It means whatever was at a 0-point loan would cost you 2 points today for the same rate. That's a lot of increase. That's a lot of increase. So I've been telling you on this radio show, it's not a sales pitch that I say, do it now, lock it right now, buy right now. You know why? Because I knew that rates were going to go up. I've been talking to you about government tapering. They're pulling back on buying mortgage-backed securities. It's driving interest rates back up. Your wonderful president, Sleepy Joe, is, causing massive inflations. And I'm not saying he's the only one that caused it. It's been happening for more than one president along the line here that we've been working into it because we spend more money than we have. Okay, the government does exactly what you and I cannot do, and that's spend money that they don't have. And then they want more. And then they're taxing us more. And they're imposing all kinds of capital gains taxes on us. And look at your bacon went up 17%. I love bacon. I don't want my bacon going up 17%. My gas is up 40% just since this president's been in office. That's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Why? Because he's cutting off all of the lifelines we have for fuel. So he's going to force you so that you pay so much in fuel that you have to buy an electric car. And that's what they're going to do, because they don't believe that you and I are capable of making our own decisions on what we want to do. And we're destroying the planet by our emissions. But I got to be honest with you. I don't think the cars that they make today put off that much emissions. I really don't. I mean, they're not like the cars we had in the 70s where you could smell it going down the road and it put off a big cloud of smoke. We don't have Uncle Buck cars anymore. We have cars that are energy efficient. They've got catalytic converters. They re-burning unspent fuel and fumes. Yes, there are some fumes, but they're not like they used to be. So I don't think that what we're doing is going to make a massive amount of difference with a bunch of electric cars that are produced by coal mines or coal plants to generate the electricity. There's going to be electricity generated. Somebody's got to make electricity. You're not doing that. We don't have hydroelectric power here in Florida. We're not having wind. We don't have wind power. We could have a lot more windmills, but we don't. I don't know why we don't do that. I think they should set them up all along the beaches 1 mile out so you can't see them that much, but they're producing power all the time. That's my thought. My thoughts were that we should have sugarcane in all of our mediums on all our highways. Why not grow sugarcane and produce fuel from sugarcane? They do it in Brazil. We could do it here. And you could plant it on government property, which are all the mediums throughout Florida up and down the interstate. Not to mention that if a car crosses over one lane and goes into oncoming traffic, you're not going through a sugarcane field. It's going to slow you down nice and easy. That's going to be the way of it. But nobody listens to me out there. The government's not listening to me. You can listen to me because I got you taken care of when it comes to your mortgage needs. Every single time you can count on me. 407-706-3313. I'm the Loan Arranger. 407-706-3313. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com. All right. So interest rates are on the rise. We've lost some ground. What was it, 2.875 or 2.9 is now 3.25, pushing 3.5. Your rates are up. Don't get fooled by all these shenanigans that are lenders that are quoting you 2 weeks ago rates, but not going to close them at that rate. I'm seeing a lot of people get hoodwinked. Don't do it. Don't just trust anybody out there. Just because they're on a commercial or on the Google doesn't mean they're trustworthy. You can't believe what you see on TV. You can't believe it. You know what you do? You might not even believe me. You might even believe me, but I'm applying for the job. You can put me to the test. Put me to the test. I will promise you, there's not a person on my team, in my branch, that would ever mislead a client into doing something they shouldn't do. And if they did, I would fire them on the spot. There would be no second chance on that. We don't mislead people. We give you honest information. We give you great mortgages at the lowest possible rate. That's what we do. The lowest possible rate, the cheapest cost. That's what we do for you. We want you to save money. Why? Because I'm in business to do more business. I want you to come back to me time and time again. I want you to come back to me over and over again for your mortgage. I want you to refer your friends to me, your family to me, your coworkers to me. That's who I want to help, and I'm committed to doing so. Write my number down. Stop the car. Stop the lawnmower. Stop the vacuum cleaner. Put the laundry down for a second. It's a beautiful Sunday. And write down my phone number, 407-706-3313. 407-706-3313. Call me if you have any questions. That's a direct connect to me. Call me if you have any questions about financing whatsoever, whether it's a purchase or a refinance. When we come back from the next break, I want to talk to you about a wonderful gift that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac gave to us, and a very special program that I have put into place that are going to help a lot more high-end buyers out there. So 2 major topics I want to bring to your attention. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. Stay tuned.